Hello everyone, I hope you're doing well. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas. We had a great one here, all things considered. You know, it wasn't really the same as it usually is because we weren't traveling around and stuff. Did some FaceTiming and some Skyping and that type of thing for sure, but my birthday actually falls 2 days after Christmas, and for my birthday I actually got some beauty related gifts. I've just kind of said, you know what you want, just, you know, get it from Sephora and I'll like take care of it as your gift. So we got a fun little grab bag of things here. I will show you first. I got the Happy Birthday Sephora Insider gift. This is from Milk, and it has like a little Milk makeup stick. I'm not sure what one that is. Oh, it's a lip and cheek color. There's a mascara, and there's a little sample of that Hydro Grip primer, which I had for a while. I got rid of it, like I decluttered it, I gave it away. But I've been loving that hard candy version of it, so maybe I can try that sample and give a little better comparison. A couple little things here with my Sephora points. I got the Hydra Zen Anti-Stress Glow Liquid Moisturizer. Might try that today. And also from Kiehl's, the Powerful Strength Line Reducing Concentrate. This has vitamin C and hyaluronic acid. Maybe we'll just throw both those on today. Why not? I don't have anything on my skin yet. This is the Kiehl's that I'm putting on first, the serum. Yeah, it's an interesting texture for a serum. It does feel like it's got some moisture in it. Okay, got a little serum on. You know, you're turning 37 years old, you get those serums, and now we're gonna put on the Hydra Zen. Let's see if this does anything for me. Whoa, it's very, very liquidy. A little light scent, not much. Okay, it's thin and it's gonna fool you. It really feels surprisingly rich. That's a very interesting texture. Okay, Lanco. Foundation-wise, I don't have a like brand spanking new foundation, but I have been using this one a lot and I'm kind of compelled to use it again. It's my Huda stick that I wear in the shade Shortbread. Really been liking this. Actually wore it yesterday. That was on my birthday. I got it pretty early, but you know, just wanted to get myself together for the day, and I felt like it lasted really, really well. I also do like the brush that comes with it. I'll have to link to the video where I've got the full review if you want to see it. But it's got a nice, like, full buffing brush side, very full. I don't think you would have to have this brush to make this product work well for you, but it is nice. And I think part of why I found myself liking it was that there is some movement in these bristles. They're not as dense as you might expect them to be. And I think with that, you actually maintain a little bit of coverage because you can only get so much pressure going. You know, if you got too much pressure, you might just wipe away the coverage. But anyways, I've already reviewed this. But just so you know, I'm a fan. I've got all my new little hairs just coming to the party. We just gotta welcome those in, friends. We can't laugh at them, we can't call them names. And then look what happens when I add just a little bit more. This is what I've been doing every time. I do that whole face, and then I like sweep on a little bit more right in here. And it's really capable of building. I mean, it's good coverage on the first go round, but then you add a little bit more where you need it and it's like, oh, and the finish is so nice and natural. Now, a thing that I did get for my birthday when I want to use a beauty blender, I got the my little Sign of the Zodiac beauty blender, which it came in this cute little thing, like a nice legit storage container here, and it has the little Capricorn symbol in there. Can you see it? Gosh, it's so bright. I thought how appropriate for a birthday gift. In the comment section, tell me what's your sign, and do you feel you embody the characteristics that are traditionally like talked about with your sign? For me, with Capricorn, a lot of them, yes, I do. I can relate to a lot of the things, but then I am aware that that's your sun sign, right? Then there's a moon sign, there's a rising sign. I know my moon sign is Libra. I haven't really dug into this much, but that's supposed to tell something more about your personality, I think. Time to stop talking about things I don't really know much about, but I got a Sign of the Zodiac beauty blender. I'm gonna continue on and do another little combo that I have liked, and this is my Becca corrector here. So I do a little bit of that right in my little cavern area. I've been layering with that. I've had this sample of the NARS Radiant Creamy Concealer in Creme Brulee for a while. I give a couple dots of that, and they kind of work as a little partner project on my areas to conceal. And I end up really liking the look. So I just kind of have it on there all at once. And I love, love, love the amount of moisture that Becca gives to the skin. But then it kind of mixes with that skin tone concealer, and the coverage is just amazing and great like texture on top of the skin. It was so sweet. Bub and my mom came together for my pie last night. Mom had made the outer crust for a French silk pie. Not that Bub couldn't have done it, but she's just very quick and very practiced with the pie crusts. And then he did the French silk inner part. It was tremendous. He had made those like years ago. He had gotten into kind of a baking phase where he did a really good cheesecake and a really good French silk pie. So I'm like, how about a French silk pie for my birthday, please? Okay, do I have anything new that I can use yet? No. Continuing on with old stuff on this video. Sorry, everything can't be new. Now I'm gonna pull out my Laura Mercier translucent pressed. I really rotate a lot. It's not like I've been using this one every single day or anything. It is a great powder, but I bounce around a lot with what I set with. And for me, it's mainly just a set the T-zone type deal right now. I don't really feel compelled to set everywhere else. Just add a little bronzer. I'm gonna use this Milani one in Suntan. It's the Silky Matte Bronzer. Good quality, just basic bronzer. Another thing I'd like to hear about is, you know, how does your week go now, this kind of funny time that everyone talks about between Christmas and New Year's? Are any of you like off of work for an extended period of time? Are you back in the grind for, you know, part of a week now? If you're at home with the kids, what are you guys up to? Me, you know, I'm gonna still be like back on my video schedule. What was it? Yeah, this past week I didn't do a Saturday video. And it was just going to be really hard to do just because of when Christmas fell. You know, I would have had to have worked on it on Christmas, and I wasn't giving up my Christmas to edit a video. I should be back on track for a Saturday video this week. I love Muppet Family Christmas so much. I'm not talking about Muppet Christmas Carol. No, I'm not knocking Muppet Christmas Carol, but Muppet Family Christmas is the thing that I am like obsessed with since childhood. Okay, so now I've gotten my own kids into it. It's got all the songs. It's a feel-good kind of movie, but it's real like rough. You know, you look at it and the video quality, especially what you're able to get, is like pulled from YouTube. It was done in like 1987, so there you go. But I love it. I think there's just an amazing amount of charm to it, and we love, love, love watching that. And when I saw that there was a Miss Piggy collection, kind of made me think of Muppet Family Christmas. And this is from Ciate, London, and it is the All About Moi cream face palette. And the packaging is so cute. I love that. I would sit that out somewhere. And then, as you can see, I've gotten my little fingers into these to swatch them already. But 4 really seemingly nicely textured cream blushes. I've just swatched them so far, but now I'm ready to put them on. And it says donut scented, infused with donut fragrance. I'm not smelling that. Too subtle. They needed to go a little stronger with that, but that's okay. We're gonna talk about the product here. It's kind of a velvety feeling blush, like really super blendable. Like that is a great cream texture because you just feel like you're on top of the surface of the skin. Like you're not working down into other stuff that you've got on. It doesn't feel like a flat matte kind of cream to powder thing, but it's just like a light cream, almost like a firmer pressed mousse. Really neat. I'm gonna go above to this shade that's got a little more richness. I felt like that first one actually gave some glow to my cheeks, and now I'm looking for a little more color. Again, I'm not pressing hard. I feel like I'm just buffing right on top of the surface of my skin. I'm liking it. And each shade looks distinctly different from the next, right? We got like a bright coral, that deeper shade too. Little novelty cheek palette for the birthday. I'm tempted to like go in with every single shade, but I think I will stop there for right now. But yes, got that. Maybe I will pop on a little bit of highlighter. I've got this one handy here from Milani. This was my Emily Award winning, just standard best highlight. I've got a mini size. I don't know if I'll ever need to have a full size because I use so little, but it's just a beautiful like pearlescent glowy highlight. It's the Strobe Light highlight in the shade called Afterglow. And now, since I've used up that Farsali, I've decided to commit to figuring out whether this Urban Decay All Nighter Ultra Glow is still like as good with the staying power as the regular All Nighters. So it's gonna take like a period of time experimenting with this and judging it like with different foundations I've got on, different circumstances. It's going pretty good so far, so I'm gonna pop that on today. Anybody else planning like a big declutter of their collection this time of year? Doesn't it just seem like the right time to do that? Oh no, I forgot. I got another cheek thing. This from Too Faced, the Peach Bloom Color Blossoming Lip and Cheek Tint. Really pretty boxes that these come in. And I got this shade in Peach Glow, but recently, and I haven't had a chance to even play with them yet, these came in PR. So I have even more of the colors to try. But let's like actually throw a little bit of this on. It's a lip and cheek tint. It's supposed to be a lighter than air gel blush that blossoms based on your unique body chemistry. I don't have anything on my lips right now, so let's just put a little on. Again, this is the shade called Peach Glow. That is kind of pretty. It gave a little color. Swatching it on my hand, I could not tell if this was going to do a darn thing. Really seeing it on the lips. Let's give a little on the cheek. Let's do setting spray and then just go back to blush. You know how there's lip and cheek things where you just feel like they made it strictly for the texture of the cheek and they weren't really thinking about how it was going to translate onto the lips? Like it just always feels too dry on the lips when you multitask with it. Here I kind of feel like I'm putting like kind of a glossy balm on the cheeks. Like it really feels like it was almost more suited, more formulated for lips. But it's got definitely some moisture there. I'm hoping it's not gonna break down and wear funny with what's underneath. Sorry guys, this isn't gonna be the most informational video because I haven't tried this stuff yet, but I will totally be like following up, reviewing. Like I said, I've got more shades of this to try now, but that does look pretty. It's giving me more color than I was able to see when I just swatched it on my hand. I also got a couple of these lip balms. So the Color Blossoming lip balms infused with peach and sweet fig milk. And these are also supposed to kind of adjust and like change a little bit judging by, I don't know, your heat. I got Pink Whisper and Lilac Nude. The packaging is so cute. I love how they went with like a kind of a semi-transparent tube. The writing is on the inner part of the tube and you can see it through. There's a little heart in the middle. Smell is soft. A little softer than I would have expected there on that Pink Whisper. This other one that I have is the Lilac Nude. That looks like that. That one smells a little bit more identifiably peachy. I wonder if I can wipe some of this away and try some of the balm. Definitely stained a little bit. Okay, so I've gotten all the moisture off, but my lips naturally aren't quite that pigmented, so it stained some. Let's try this Lilac Nude. Texture of the balm is really smooth, kind of thin, ultimately. As that kind of melts down on my lips. Is it brightening up? Seems like a brighter kind of shade than a Lilac Nude, whatever that means. I wouldn't have minded a little bit richer, thicker texture on these. I can't say I'm liking the texture of this any better than the e.l.f. ones with the hydrating core that I recently talked about, but we'll just have to see. I feel like I'm definitely not gonna get an accurate read on this shade given the stuff that's been going on my lips so far, but to be continued. Wanted to show you that's what I'm gonna be playing with. Now I'm just gonna do a quick job on my brows here with the e.l.f. Instant Lift and the e.l.f. Wow Brow, or is it called Brow Wow? Brow Wow 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 Wow. Makes me think of a dog. Instant Lift, I wear it in the shade Neutral Brown. And the Wow Brow, that's it, Deep Brown. I have not yet taken down my Christmas decorations. I never take them down before New Year's. And even then, like after New Year's, I'm very reluctant. I legitimately love having the decorations up. And then I find ways to justify keeping certain parts of it up and calling it winter decor. So like we'll take the trees down, but then, you know, my garlands and stuff that might be around. I love having the garlands still on like the balcony area. I think it just brightens up the house. I like having a little bit of stuff still on the mantle because, you know, wintertime can be kind of a dark, dreary time. You don't have as much daylight. I feel like this brow got away from me a little bit. It's okay. I think I talk about this every year, but you know, certain things just decoration-wise are fair game for all of winter, you know? The things that say let it snow, the things that have snowmen or snowflakes on them. simple, like, kind of evergreen tree type of stuff. Y'all probably start talking to me about this back here and how that needs to change soon. Not before New Year's. And maybe a little while after New Year's, it might still be there. I just like it. Okay, that lip balm went bright. Lilac Nude, I think not. I think that just chose to go bright pink, peachy. I mean, you gotta watch out with some of these stainy things. These, oh, we're just gonna adjust to your own natural chemistry and like, good luck. If you're coming out in multiple shades, that's misleading. This is bright. Brighter than even the stain I had before. Pretty moisturizing on there, and I'm sure I'll have some color left behind once the moisture goes away, which I don't mind, but it's just like, I feel like I didn't choose that color. Okay, I'm putting on a little Milani eyeshadow primer, and y'all are sitting there saying, I know there's an eyeshadow palette in this mix. And my friends, we've got several. First off, Too Faced has some new mini palettes that no matter what time of year these came out, like these happened to kind of get lumped into my birthday present, but no matter what, I was going to get these and try these because I feel like it's a part of their line that I'm very, very in tune with. I have noticed some absolute gems. The first time they did a mini palette, it was the peach one, and it turned out to be incredible. Like, it was a great multitasker. It was legit like contour, blush, highlight, setting powder, and the eyeshadow. Like, I was able to work with the things in so many ways in such a small palette. Some subsequent ones have come out. Some have been decent, some have been not as good, and now they've come out with like 4 right away, and I just felt like I've got to try these and give them a go, and it may be a little while before I ultimately get a review out on them because, you know, there's 4. But I got Kitty Likes to Scratch, and this smells like a tequila sunrise. They've all got an apparent scent there. It's another tequila sunrise. I don't know, maybe I need to just make myself a tequila sunrise just for comparison purposes, just for like studying the product, you know. Tequila sunrises. Okay, this is what that looks like. I'm not sure on the scent. I definitely am smelling something, but I don't know. I gotta serve myself one to know for sure. We've got some shimmer, quite a bit of shimmer in here. Where's the matte? We've got matte here, here, and here. So 3 very basic mattes and then some kind of shimmery fun pops. We're not going to dwell on these a whole lot right now. I'm just going to show you. We've got this one called Let's Play. It looks like a little like Nintendo controller there. Smells like bubble gum. Really? Ooh, I don't know. I can hardly smell anything on that one. But we've got pinks, berries, here's matte, 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 and matte. And then you can see we've got like everything from bronzy to kind of plummy. It's a color scheme that could potentially go over really well for me, but the scent isn't really there. That's my jam. That one's really cute. Smells like berry jam, and it looks like a little record player. Some gingham on the side. Okay. Ooh, pretty color scheme. A bit of a letdown on the scent. Like, I'm not asking for the strongest scent ever out of an eyeshadow palette of all things, but like so far the Kitty Likes to Scratch probably had the strongest scent, and this one barely there. Maybe once I start working with some of the shadows and kind of like work them up a little bit, loosen them up somewhat, maybe some more scent will come out of them. Does that make sense? But look at this fun color scheme. Look at the tones right here. Loving that lilac tone, kind of a little bit of blue in it, where the Let's Play one went more pinky. Here they're having a little more fun with the tones, I feel. And we've got beautiful, these mattes. Oh, I can tell you I'm going to love working with those together, that matte, and then the 4 really highly shimmery shades. And then the last one is Light My Fire. Very cute. This one they say smells like cinnamon hearts. Remember we had the Cinnamon Bear collection kind of at the start of the holiday season, and that had a really, really subtle scent. This one, I'm like more worried about the scents. I'm not even looking at what's inside. I'm just like, barely there, but kind of identifiable, and mostly matte here. Matte warmth, 2 shimmers, okay? So very interesting. I'm definitely going to be playing with those, letting you know what I think. The most recent little palette like this that I tried was the Salted Caramel out of the holiday collection. Oh, I also tried the gingerbread, but this was like my favorite. Really enjoyed that. And I had made some comments like, I think this is a good direction, you know, for Too Faced to go, a good direction for brands to try to go in general. You know, a small palette, but you know, it's more than a quad. It gives you more options. It feels a little more justifiable getting a palette that size than just a quad, I think, sometimes. All right, but this was the big grand finale to my birthday gift. I got something very luxurious here, friends. This is the Bejeweled Eyes to Hypnotize palette from Charlotte Tilbury, and talk about the kind of product where I'd had my eye on it for quite some time, the packaging. I'd really been going back and forth on it and then ultimately justified it as a birthday gift. We've got our little sheet over the top that has the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So like prime, enhance, smoke. Okay. So they're trying to give you some direction. And then this is the color scheme. And I felt like I'd just seen one too many people rave about it on Instagram to where I had to go ahead and try it for myself. So we're gonna use that today. Should I just stick with one trio or should we bounce around? We're probably gonna bounce around. I'm gonna start with this matte shade in the Happy Glow section. So we got Happy Glow, Love Glow, Dream Glow, and Seduce Glow. And there is a fair amount of shimmer in this palette. As far as Charlotte Tilbury makeup goes, you guys know I've done some dupe videos. I've definitely found, you know, some ways to sort of work around the high price tag of things if you want to have a similar effect. Some things I feel are just way overpriced, but there are also some wonderful things, you know, don't get me wrong. And we're gonna see if this palette is gonna be one of those wonderful things. I'm not sure. We've got another matte over here, so only, holy cow, only 3 mattes. The one I just used, the reddish color, and then there's a matte, kind of deeper brown down here. I'm gonna bounce to that and just, you know, adjust the depth of the crease a little bit. Blended really easily. I'm liking the tone that I've ended up getting right there. I kind of want to throw in a little bit of this red, because why not? We're in a red shirt today. Almost the exact same color, too. Wow. That really gives some richness. Really nice. This has been out and available for quite a while, so if you have it, I'd love to hear your opinions in the comments. Did you feel like it was worth it? If you've been using it for a while, like, what have you thought? I'm kind of intrigued by this shade right here on the Love Glow part, that lightest color. Ooh, wow, it's kind of peachy. Interesting. Definitely more peach in that than I was expecting. I wonder how many other little surprises I'm going to run into among the shimmers. When you get a little palette like this that identifies different looks, do you try to stick to that, or do you find yourself just going all over? Is there a look in here that you really like best? As I continue to test it, I will probably try them just individually, just to see. That's pretty. And now I kind of want to take this plum, even it's got some shimmer, but it's a plummy shade, and see what that's like in my outer lid area. Working nicely in there with the deep red. Like, just, I like seeing that color kind of butting up against that. It's nice. Oh, one other thing I ended up getting for Christmas was that Ariana Grande perfume. I heard Erica talking about how good it was and how she thought it was kind of a dupe for something much more expensive. And I love it. I love the scent of this so much. It's really cute packaging too, but it kind of has a toastiness to it, like a little bit of a toasted marshmallow thing happening. That's very, very appealing. So there's basically my look. I mean, I could go under the eye a little bit. I really like how the purple kind of works in and meshes in with my crease colors. And I think I'm going to take some of that shimmery, smoky purple and just blend some of that under my eye. It doesn't look like any of this stuff is creating fallout, which is nice to see. Really, really pleased so far, and it just feels so luxurious and nice. I am now going to pop in a little brightener in my lower inner rim. I'm going to do some mascara, and I'll be back with the finished look. All right, friends, finished look here with the mascara on. That's Superhero on top and Thrive Liquid Lash Extensions on the bottom. And I did put in a little bit of the ABH double-ended pencil that I like in the lower inner rim. So I'm feeling really good about the eye look. This is going to be a fun one for me to experiment with. I think there might be some little surprises with the shimmery textures. Really bummed about the Miss Piggy blush palette. I'm going to continue, of course, using that. Playing with the Too Faced stuff and following up. I'm seeing probably, once I'm done testing all of those, just one video focusing on them all. Just comparing and, you know, which one I like best. All these Peach Bloom products. I'm going to test some more of the lip and cheeks that I said also came in PR. And those couple of lip balms, like, that's really throwing me for a loop. That said Lilac Nude. This is the color we've got. Interesting. But yeah, as you can see, my birthday gifts this year took kind of a beauty route from Bub. So thank you, Bub. And thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for the sweet birthday wishes on social media. That's so sweet of you. And yeah, I will see you again soon. Bye, guys.